All right, little update. Got parked finally. It's been raining. It's still raining. I went inside and ate. Stopped just now for hopefully a couple minutes so I can get this video in for you guys. But as you see, we've been painting tires. We're still not done with this one, obviously. It takes forever because these ridges here, you got to get in there with the paint and get them all nice and textured up or paint up, whatever you want to use. That one is pretty much done. That tire still needs work, obviously, as you can see. This one is basically done. We've been having issues with the paint pens. Basically from the pressure and the altitude change, it pressurizes the paint pens, and she went down to go do the outline on this and it ended up exploding on her. But that's no big deal. It's turned out great, as you can see. But this one is basically done. The white has to be gone over quite a bit, but we did white just to match, white and gold to match the truck. I thought that would be the best thing to do. I gotta get a mud flap. I tore the mud flap off. Heavy rains, it just ripped it to shreds. Still gotta do that tire. Got to get new lamps because this one's cracked, that one has a hole in it. And I also mounted my Basset Hound up there. There's a backstory to that. I'll tell you guys that later when I'm inside. That one's almost done. Then these ones were complete after we bought the tires. I had to buy 10 new tires for this. I'll tell you the story on that too. But these ones turned out good, but the white needs to be gone over again. The white just, it fades so quickly. But let me get out of this rain and I'll tell you the rest of the story. So basically, hopefully you guys can see me okay. The thing with the tires is that I was heading to Austin, deliver a load, and I had a tire that popped off the bead, and it was a used tire when I bought it just to get me by, because I knew I was gonna have to buy tires sooner or later for the truck because they were just getting worn out. So I ended up pulling off the side of the road, checked to see if I was gonna be able to even use air or hook up the air hose and see if I was able to get to rebeat it and get air in it. So I dragged all my stuff out, started airing the son of a bitch up, and we were sitting there for half hour. Only 22 pounds of air got in the tire. I don't know what is wrong with my air hose, but it's not been cutting the job lately. But anyways, I got tired of sitting there, so I was gonna call somebody to come out and just put air in the tire because I didn't want to drive on it and cause damage. Well, as I was getting back out of the truck, I noticed through the intersection and through the trees to my left, there was a truck stop right there. So we threw everything back in the truck, went over there, put air in the tire, and come to find out, the actual tread, it had to have been a recap. It's the only way I can think of it. The tread was coming off of the actual tire, and it was causing it to leak. So we go make our delivery. I have another tech, or a guy that was servicing some forklift down there, and I asked him if I can borrow some air. He was kind enough. We filled the tire up with air, and I drove down to New Braunfels, Texas, got a tire put on, and we had a load going down to Laredo. Got down to Laredo, and I had to buy 8 drive tires. Okay, I went ahead and bought eight drive tires. And at the time, TA and Petro had a deal going on. If you buy 8 drives, you get a 3 axle alignment or a PM. Well, I just had a PM done the week prior before this happening, so I went ahead and did 3-axle alignment, which is fine because I was starting to notice that my steer tires were starting to wear unevenly, and I always run my tires about 100 to 105. That's where I run my tires at, and that's where I don't have any issues with them at all. They're fine. So that night, we get in the shop. It's like 105 degrees out, just boiling hot. Get the tires put on finally. Start going home. They did the alignment, obviously, and it was pulling to the right a little bit, not too bad. So they corrected that problem. We were heading back down. We were gonna go eat at Olive Garden. I jumped on the freeway, and I gently let go of the steering wheel to see if it fixed the problem. It pretty much drove us right into the shoulder of the highway. So I called up the gentleman that we were working with down at TA, told him what was going on, and they told us, you got to come back so we can fix the issue. Okay, well, at the point, I was already tired. I didn't want to deal with it. We slept down there in Laredo, got up in the morning. They told us to be there at 9 o'clock. I showed up at 8:45 just to do paperwork or what have you. And there was a couple trucks in front of us, and they're like, we'll get to you in about 2 hours. I says, no, you're not. I've been here since last night, and this is an ongoing issue that needs to be fixed now. I need to get going. They pulled us in the bay. They hooked the alignment machine back up. They told me that I needed 2 new steer tires to fix the problem. So it basically boiled down to me telling them, why didn't they tell me this last night before I left after the alignment was done? Whatever. But I ended up having to buy 10 tires in Laredo. So we got that done. Then that's when we started painting tires. I mean, we've probably spent, I would probably say between her and I, a good, it's maybe 8 hours. No, maybe 5 hours between the both of us. So just 5 hours total between both of us. It's real, I guess you might want to say detailed work because of those lines in the tires there. You got to get all the lines and all that, which is totally fine, but it's turning out great. We've been when we're able to do it, we can finish a tire in about an hour and a half or so. So I would work on one tire, she'd work on the other tire, and we would move along. It was just trying to find time to do it. I mean, yeah, we got 10-hour breaks, but between shower, eating, and by then it's dark, or that it's raining, or it's just too stupid hot to be sitting out there doing that. But that got done, so we're still working on the tires. The story about my hood ornament, I'm sure you can see the pup up there. It's for my dog Molly that I had to put down in 2014. She was a Basset Hound. Love that dog to death. So this basically, the hood ornament is Molly. So that's the story behind that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for right now. I working slowly to get this truck to where I want it to. It's going to take a little bit longer than I thought, which is totally fine. Some unexpected things have came up. We're taking a nice vacation in September, so I can't wait for that. But hopefully I'll have a GoPro soon so that I can do actually like driving videos. I've been trying to play around with my phone to see if where I can mount it, because it's really hard with this truck. I'll show you guys, because my windshield, this is all I got out the windshield. So obviously with that big thing down there, that's my Elite pre-pass, all that stuff, my GPS, and I got this visor, and obviously I don't want to put it right here looking out, which would be a great view for you guys, but the problem is that I ain't gonna be able to see. So that's more important, is me seeing than the video. But I'm gonna try to do something where I can like mount it back behind here or something. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. The truck currently has 279,000 miles on it, so we're been moving along. But yep, we're just sitting here. We deliver tomorrow morning anytime basically before noon, so I'm gonna get up early so I can get my next load out of here and start the work week for next week. But if you guys are just tuning in, hit that subscribe button. If you guys got questions, leave them down below. I'll be more than happy to answer them. But till then, again, I'm gonna try to make videos every day. My next video is gonna be like a CFI just switched over to the PeopleNet system, that thing. So I'm gonna do like a little how-to video on that, because there's been a lot of questions throughout CFI on that. But anyways, you guys be safe, and we'll see you on the next one.